tuning into Metro News 1. I'm Stefan Esker.
And I'm Thea Monera. Tonight, we cover the 2012 presidential elections. To begin tonight's coverage, here at Metro News 1, we'd like to show you how to vote.
Alright, so here we are, getting ready to vote for the election. Alright, so here I am in the voting booth, about to go ahead and take a look. The question now, of course, is who to vote for. Barack Obama or Mitt Romney? Well, that was easy enough. Just finished up my voting here on East 91st Street, across the street from my apartment.
As you saw here in our field report, it really is quite easy to vote, so make sure you get out there and have your voice heard. Now we're actually going to switch gears a little bit outside of here in New York City to our nation's capital in Washington, D.C.
Thanks, Stefan. This is Lindsay Watson, your D.C. correspondent for News 1. Whether you're voting for old Mittens Romney or our current president, Barack Obama, things are surely starting to get heated here in the nation's capital. Let's go for a tour of some of our nation's capital's other monuments and memorials and see what questions spring up. Hanging out with my buddy Albert Einstein makes me wonder how America's really smart people will vote. How will America's pharmacists vote? How will the brothers of Phi Delta Chi vote? How will people who have dreams vote? Hey, isn't that guy supposed to be black? How will people who like to swim vote?
Or am I a man? Am I a man? If I'm a man, that makes me a muppet of a man.
A final word here from Washington, D.C. God bless America, and God bless Mitt Obama.
And thank you for that, Lindsay. How will America vote? And now, on to Harry Johnson, who has recently undergone a name change to Andy Cooper in the swing state of Ohio.
This is Andy Cooper with breaking news. This just in, Ohio matters. Yes, it's official, Ohio matters once every 4 years. This is fascinating stuff. The story's developing. There's going to be more on the way. Back to you, Stefan.
This election, I just want to point out to you, Andy Cooper, that I was born in right about that part of Ohio. And if you continue the comments, you risk being fired from this station. Anyways, we're actually going to move on into a new reporter tonight by the name of Lemieux Crepe. He's based out of Toronto, Canada.
This is Lemieux Crepe reporting from Toronto, Canada. As you can see, Stephen, the streets here are empty as people are glued to their television sets waiting to see who will be the next president of the United States and when will he attack Canada. The reason being, when Obama withdrew the 170,000 troops from Iraq, we began to wonder, what's the next country on your list to plunder for natural resources? But we've been preparing for this all week. As you'll notice, we are wearing these. A naked eye might think, hey, this is just a little plastic flower. But under closer observation, it has a needle at the end of it, which is perfect for stabbing our American intruders right in the eye. Stephen?
Thanks very much, Lemieux Crepe, for your excellent report from Toronto. And also thank you very much for pronouncing my name incorrectly, as usual. Now we move on to our veteran reporter, Ryan Constantinople, based out of Baltimore, Maryland.
Hello, Stephen. This is Ryan Costantino reporting in from Baltimore. Tonight I'd like to bring you the most up-to-date polling information that we have on tonight's election. As you can see here, I surveyed over 14,000 highly unlikely voters. And I think the message is pretty clear. 50% and 14%. You know, the numbers, they just do not lie.
Thank you, Ryan Cosmopolitan. You're right, those numbers do not lie. I've just actually have breaking news. One of our field reporters has recruited the help of New York's famous Naked Cowboy to help us with some interviews in the city. Please, Naked.
This is a block.
Oh, shit. Alright, well, that one deserves a drink. Thanks very much to the chase of the naked cowboy down the streets of New York City. Let's go ahead and move on into our very own Steve Esker reporting out of Scotia, New York.
Stefan, we've entered what campaigns refer to as the 11th hour, a time in which many votes have been counted and the networks start calling the election. But we've discovered in this quiet suburb in Middle America that one candidate may have a secret weapon which no one has accounted for.
I found a way to hack into the electronic election system. So now I am able to vote for the candidate of my choice as many times as I want to. And I can call the election right now and tell you that CeeLo Green is going to be the second black president in U.S. history.
Go ahead. In the old days, they'd call that a dark horse candidate. Though now I think that might not be politically correct.
Thank you, Steve Esker. And there's nothing incorrect about what you just said. May the darkest horse win. And now, moving on to Greg Reed in Redneck, North Carolina.
Good evening, this is Greg, coming to you from the battleground state of North Carolina. Candidates and their families have been all over the state in recent days. Michelle Obama was at a rally in Charlotte just the other day, while Republican Vice President candidate Paul Ryan was spotted at a local Greensboro watering hole, throwing back a few beers with the locals. Now, Mr. Ryan, all that beer cannot be good for those abs.
Thank you very much to Greg Reed for another scintillating report covering the dirty South. Now we move on to Mina Tadros, yet another Canadian for some reason we've decided to recruit for this U.S. election debate.
Thanks, Devin. I'm Mina here at the U.S. and Canada border. As you can tell, high security is being used here. We've even bought our own cameras. Yes, our own cameras to protect us from what? The mass exodus that would happen by promise by many liberals who say that if Romney wins, they're moving to Canada, and we're prepared to not let him in. Back to you, Stefan.
3.
Thank you, Mina, for that perspective from Canada. Now, breaking news. We've just heard that Naked Cowboy is willing to do some interviews for us here at MetroNews 1.
Who are you planning to vote for?
Currently Barack Obama.
Why are you planning to vote for Barack Obama?
Because Mitt Romney kind of sucks.
Does he suck because he's rich?
Not necessarily, no.
Why does he suck?
I just don't think he cares about America.
He does not care about America.
I don't want to say he doesn't care about America.
It doesn't seem like...
Mitt Romney doesn't care about America.
So, just out of curiosity, you planning to vote in this year's election?
Yes.
You are. Who are you planning to vote for?
I'm probably going to vote for Obama.
For Obama? Would you ever vote for the Naked Cowboy?
Naked Cowboy? No.
No? Is that so?
Thank you.
Take care. So as it turns out, the Naked Cowboy is really not a viable presidential candidate. And now we turn to a new reporter of ours, Andrew Scalzo, based out of Tampa Bay, Florida.
Thank you, Stefan, and attractive Asian woman. Tragedy in Florida today as voters leaving the polls with what they believed to be the I Made Freedom Count, I Voted sticker instead turns out to be the I Made Chili Count, I Farted sticker. Says Pinellas County Election Supervisor Deborah Clark. Not I, but check that obese guy who walked off the elevator with me. It was probably him. Don't look at me like that. We all think it. I mean, come on, he probably doesn't even wipe properly. Back to you in New York, Stefan.
Andrew, thank you for that. I would like to point out, however, that your comments regarding Asians is a little culturally insensitive.
And we appreciate all of you out there for tuning in tonight. As you know, that this was a historic election, and we have results in very breaking news that we do have a winner. Congratulations to Barack Obama for another 4 years of presidency. And to all of you, I'm Stefan Esker.
And I'm Thea Manera.
Have a great night.